Welcome back to Nico's Imports. Today, we are doing another flip challenge. And if you've been watching all our previous videos, you'll notice that there's been a car in the background. We haven't really blocked it out because honestly, too much editing and it's not really worth it because it's part of the flip challenge and you're gonna see it anyways. And that flip car is our, I think, number 4. If I'm not mistaken. That is a 1996 Honda Civic. God, please don't dent it. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, I gotta find my balance. All right, like I said, this is our 1996 Honda Civic. I'm trying to stand on this in balance and it's going very terribly. We're not damaging anything, hopefully, because I don't want to do more body work. But yeah, this is our 96 Civic again, like I said. It is a, I think it's like a DX model, so we got no power anything basically. No power steering, no power windows, no power sunroof. Actually, we don't even have a sunroof. So yeah, but we picked up this glorious little car for 200 bucks, and then I picked up the wheels for another 50 bucks. So basically 250 bucks and we got a Honda Civic. Now you're wondering, why would a Honda Civic that runs and drives be 250 bucks? It wasn't 250 bucks because it didn't run and drive. It was 250 bucks for the car, but it wasn't running and driving. Unfortunately, the previous owner, one of the belts got worn down for the timing and it blew. And I was really scared the whole time of fixing this car because I thought it wasn't gonna work and I had to spend another $300, $400 on the motor, which actually did not. The motor runs perfectly fine and has 100% power in it, and it is great. Yeah, let's get into talking to that. As you guys can tell, we were missing a whole fender here. It actually did have a fender, it was just destroyed. It looked like bacon. And we don't want that. We don't want bacon on our car. So I ripped it off and I have a replacement fender for it, which will be in the next series. The whole goal of this car is to see how much money I can get out of it. I'm just curious, like how much effort and time can we make a clean Honda Civic? There's gonna be 2 different builds here. So one of them is gonna be just cleaning this up and then flipping it, of course, for the GT3 challenge. And then another one is our Temu build, which you guys will have to see it, update it, but basically we're doing a whole Temu Honda Civic, which I think should get a lot of views, and that's what kind of like we want people to see. You can build a nice clean car with, you know, a few $100 bucks, and that's the whole goal. If Alex wants to zoom into here, here's our new timing belt. It's already dirty, which is kind of but it's all brand new. We put a new water pump on it. This whole setup, our timing kit was about $100 from O'Reilly's, so not too bad. So that basically we're at now, from the 250 bucks, we're at $350. Basically a running and driving car at this point, and a couple hours of my time. It was, I think, 2 hours to do it. Just took the wheel off, jacked it up, loosened the crank bolt, and then put the new timing belt on, timed it right. Runs perfectly fine now, which is super sweet. I was actually, like I said, really worried that it wasn't gonna run or drive. And then the next thing we did, which I did today, is I bought a new battery from it at Walmart. You know, it was only $79.99 or something like that, so 80 bucks. Yeah, so basically almost $400 for the car, just not too bad. You know, we could say 450 bucks basically, with taxes and whatever else we missed out on. Yeah, 450 bucks for running and driving car. Can't complain. Already has brand new coilovers from the previous owner, has brand new upper control arms and lower control arms. I do have a bunch of brand new stuff for the rear end, but yeah, had brand new headlights. The fender came with it, which is super sweet, so I don't have to buy any of that. The bumper was destroyed. I have it, but it looks like complete trash. So we're not putting that on. So I had to order a new front bumper, which is only like 120 bucks. Super nice, carparts.com or some crap like that. Yeah, that's about it. It definitely has been sitting for a while. It has like oil leaks from everywhere. We have dirt literally everywhere. There's pine needles, like a stack of pine needles everywhere. I haven't even cleaned this car, but we're gonna make it look nice. Besides that, I think it's honestly a really good car and it's gonna be reliable for the next owner, which I actually already have a next person that wants to buy this, which is super cool. Honda Civics are really easy to sell, so if you're looking to flip something, Honda Civic's always great. I know it's out of my, it's really weird for me to be selling a Honda because usually I've been selling German cars, but we wanted something easy to flip, something fast and something fun and something to show the car community that you can build something for next to nothing. with just like a few $100, you could have a clean car. Now let's talk about the rest of the car, which isn't as pretty as the front end. Hint, hint. So I want to talk about the rear end and actually all the body work that's already been put into the car. As you guys can tell, there's a lot of overspray everywhere. Clearly the car was not white from factory. Are we going to paint it white? Yes, because I like the white color and half the car is already white, but I'm going to probably repaint the whole thing anyways. So in that sense, this whole quarter panel needs to be fixed. It's a little like bubbly here. It just looks like there's a couple little door dings, and we're gonna fix all that. I'm probably gonna do a lot of body filler, and hopefully you guys can learn with me as well, because my body work skills are mid and they're not that great. My painting skills are a lot better. I wouldn't say I'm an expert at painting, but I can definitely paint a car like everybody else can. Taillights look okay on this side. The other side is just horrendous. They're cracked, they're destroyed. We are missing our rear bumper, which I do have, and it did come with the car. Both bumpers did come with the car. It was a complete car when I bought it, but they fell off because they weren't clipped on. I'm probably gonna fix that here pretty soon, pretty quick, you know, just get a little, we might even fix it right now, maybe, we'll see. I don't know, maybe next video, who knows? It just needs a lot of love, a lot of tasteful stuff. It already has wheels, which will look super nice. Probably just gonna clean them up, change the tires out. I'm just gonna put some new used tires on it because it's a flip car. We don't want to spend too much money on it, but I don't want the new owner to be like, dang, it rubs every time I drive it. We don't want that. So definitely putting a little bit smaller tires on it, a little bit more stretchy, give it that Honda, you know, Honda little, I don't know if I could say this, but box, Honda box, there you go, which is what this is basically. We got a little tiny hole here too for our bumper straps, which I'm gonna put back on just as aesthetics. But yeah, this is about it for the whole entire car. Yeah, you guys get to see what I bought for basically 450 bucks. 450 bucks. So I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit of modifications of the car. The headlights aren't right. These are definitely 2000s headlights off of a newer Honda Civic, same with the hood and same with the fenders. So the whole front end was converted to a newer 2000s looking one, which will sell, you know, quicker because it does have a facelift on it, and that's what most people like on an older body style. It does have some nice, interesting aftermarket mirrors. We have aftermarket coilovers, like I was saying. They're not like the top of the line ones, but they are like the top of the line max speeding rod ones. I don't know how much those are. I couldn't tell you. It does have Skunk 2 upper control arms, which I know were like 180 bucks. So somebody's already spent the money. All that stuff is brand new in the car too. Keep in mind. Yeah, just overall the car is actually really nice. The wheels are probably worth like $600-700 bucks. So I definitely got a good deal on the car. Tires are new. I'm probably going to keep those tires and put them on another flip car that actually fits these tires because, you know, we don't want this car to rub, like I said. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it. Just full set of coilovers, upper control arms, wheels, headlights, fenders, bumpers, whole front end conversion, and mirrors. And then you got something like this. It doesn't look pretty right now, but it will do time. It will do time, it will. I don't know if I said that right. Yeah. Let's talk about the interior. And yeah. This is going to be kind of confusing because we are doing two different videos, but I do want to explain that the budget for this car, if I was just flipping it, would have been $1,000 bucks, which then we would have sold for $2 grand or $1,500, making $1,000 profit. But with the Temu build, I'm hoping we either invest $1,500 bucks to $2,000 with the total purchase cost of the car, of course, and time and all that stuff. It will be like $2,000, I'm hoping. And then we're either going to sell it for $4,000 or $4,500. Now you're asking yourself, how the am I going to sell this thing for $4,500 bucks? It definitely won't look like this. I promise you, it's going to be one of the cleaner Civics you've seen. Especially coming from the guy that owns Porsches. So we're going to make this tastefully modded. As you can tell, steering wheel is dead. I'm definitely replacing that with a nice Momo steering wheel. I already gave away our Temu build. Is that Momo steering wheel real? I really don't know. It seemed like it was real, so yeah, we're gonna see. But yeah, definitely needs a new steering wheel. It is a manual, which is definitely an enthusiast car and definitely not really much of a flip car because most flip cars you want are automatics. If you guys haven't seen, all the cars I've been flipping have been mostly automatics, except for the E21, I guess. But I sold that to an enthusiast. Same thing's gonna happen here. We're gonna sell this car to an enthusiast or, you know, somebody old that knows how to drift stick. But it's definitely gonna be sold to an enthusiast. I haven't cleaned this car at all. This is exactly how I got it. There's definitely a lot of damage, and we definitely have a really strong budget if we were doing the other flip challenge. Door cards are definitely destroyed, cracked, all that stuff. Seals are okay. Steering wheel is bad. Seats are ripped. We're missing panels right here. Our hood latch release is not existent anymore. Our pedals are worn to a crisp, and this thing has 192,000 miles. But for some odd reason, it's still worth what it's worth. And we do live in this era, so you can't buy a $500 car anymore. That runs and drives, unfortunately. So most cars you see on average are $1,500, $1,700. This is basically what this is at this point, is a $1,700 Honda Civic. But we're gonna make it worth a lot more by fixing everything. But if I was just doing a regular flip challenge, I probably would have just gone to the junkyard, picked up a new steering wheel, gone to the junkyard, picked up 2 new seats, 2 new door cards, and then that would have been the end for the interior. Somebody already put upgraded speakers in here. They sound okay. I'm gonna leave them in here. There's no reason for me to modify the speakers in this car if they're already nice kicker speakers. Overall, I'd rate the interior like a 2. It is terrible. Our headliner's missing. There's cracks in our headliner. I bought new suede. That was only like 40 bucks just to get that on there. I got new crank levers for our windows. Like I said, everything's manual in this car, but everything's broken, unfortunately. Sadly. Oh look, we got a bunch of free quarters. I actually haven't looked in here. Whoa, dude, I'm making my money back. Now it's not 450 bucks. It's now $447, I'm gonna guess. There's another dollar here too. This came with the car too. And then we got some Pokemon cards. Came with the car. I got a $10 Subway gift card. I don't know if that's still usable, but somebody have fun with that. I guess enjoy your $10. It's probably already used though, but yeah. Should we just be like opening Pokemon cards now? You know, we got an Energy. I don't know what the hell that is. We got a Basquinlo, a Jinx, Persacto, Silicone. I'm saying these all wrong in a Shellos. I'm terrible. Oh, and we got a Bronzer. Makita. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. But then we got a random Elf Bar box that's empty. It's nice and empty in there. We got a R34 Hot Wheel, came with our car. I feel like I just like randomly just went to the, we're like swaying away from the interior and just talking about things I find in the car. We got a Mountain Dew lanyard. We got clips. Oh dude, we got the Majestic 8mm socket from Harbor Freight from Pittsburgh. I got some cologne. We got Oxford Blue cologne. That actually kind of smells good. Would recommend. These are all the Pokemon cards. We got a Civic badge. What else we got in here? We got the crank that's like completely destroyed, which is what I was talking about. They're just kind of gone. I don't know what's in here. We got some jewel pods in here. Some used jewel pods. Then what else do we got? Dude, we got a freaking sweet, salty, and peanut butter. You think it's still good? It's definitely like faded, and you can tell it's faded, but I don't know what the year it is. Should I just open it? It still smells good, dude. Should I take a bite out of it? Oh, that's hard. Okay, well, that's really hard, so I'm not gonna eat that. We're just gonna put it back here. I'll clean that later. Very peanut buttery. That's all I'm gonna say. And then we got a broken visor in the back. Alex will do B-roll of our really terrible headliner. It actually isn't broken. It just looks kind of like, oh, this is not even the right side. What is going, no, I don't really know. Oh, maybe it is. There's our visor. Just put it back on there. Looks good. Somebody just took it off because they said. And then we got a Bluetooth transmitter, our old Kenwood stereo, which does terrible. Sounds not too great. We're gonna switch that out. And then we got some interior kill bacteria virus interior spray. Oh, it's clogged up. Oh, it just. Honda Civic. So we got a screwdriver back here, and then some extra trim pieces. And I think that's it for the interior in the front of the car anyways. I don't think there's anything else back here. Before we go, move over to the rear trunk and see what's in the rear trunk because I haven't been in there yet. But it does have a check engine light. I checked it with the OBD2. It is for O2 sensors. One O2 sensor for this car, you can buy one off of Amazon for like 60 bucks. They work. It has catalytic converter still. All that stuff is intact, so it's emissions ready whenever I sell it. Back to the actual car instead of talking about what's inside of it. I know that was like really spontaneous. That was really my ADHD just kicking in. But yeah, horns and everything work. It's not bad. Everything works. We have a broken wiper motor cluster lever thing, which I had to replace. I'm gonna go pick up it at the junkyard just to fix that, and then, you know, all the manual stuff all nice and dandy. Clutch works. Everything feels fine. Besides that, mechanically this car is really sound. I'll just say that. Everything else wise, it's definitely needs some love. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough ride. But yeah, let's talk about what's in the trunk, I guess. There is this random turtle just chilling back here. He just came with the car, I guess. I don't know what his name is, but I think we're just gonna call him like Frederick or something like that. Frederick the Turtle. That's Frederick the Turtle right there. He's gonna be joining us on our build. And when I sell it to the new owner, it comes with the car. But in our trunk, we got some Castrol Edge oil. So this thing definitely was dumping oil over the floor. Note to self, probably needs an oil pan gasket. It is like drenched in crap and filth everywhere. We're definitely gonna do a video of us cleaning the interior and making this thing look somewhat decent. I did get a carpet extractor, which if you're flipping cars, really good purchase. It was only like 120 bucks. Yes, I know 120 bucks is a lot on like some of these cars, but if you're flipping them consistently, cleaning interior really sells a car, especially if it smells nice and sweet. There's a random zip tie there. And then we have a grill for this car, which the clips are definitely broken and we're gonna have to buy a new one. It says it actually says not made in China. It says made in, what the heck? It says made in Hangang Chang. Yeah, I don't know. That is definitely a new one for me. Made in Hangang Chang. Hangang Chang, yeah, okay. Then we got some window visors, and then we got a random piece of plywood that like broke itself. We are missing a spare, so I think I have an extra 4x100 spare I can toss in there off of one of my E30s. Not off of one, but one of the part outs I always do. So I'm gonna toss that in here so the new owner can have a spare tire and not get stranded on the side of the road. We are missing the whole tool set. There is a random brand new upper control arm for whatever reason. I don't really know like why I have this. Maybe I'll just sell it to somebody for 10 bucks, make $10. I don't know what side it is, but $10 Honda Civic control arm. Maybe somebody will need it. Who knows? Maybe I'll just sell it to my cousin. He needs stuff. But he's been stealing parts off this thing. We barely just fixed it. Had to put a bunch of stuff back together, by the way. But besides that, I think that's it for the rear end. There's some like random strap right here. Yeah, that's basically it. We're probably going to debadge this. Well, I already debadged the Honda badge, or debadged the Honda. That really wasn't on there, was it? It's in the mud now. I gotta pick that up. Okay, well, I'm gonna pick that up. It's all good now. I don't know about this plate. This is not my plate, so Alex, please block this out if you can. Yeah. But I think that's about it for the car. Honestly, it's not too bad. A lot of people might consider this thing a piece of crap and it probably should go to the junkyard, but we're going to save it. We're going to make this a full enthusiast car. We're going to make this thing run like it never did before. By never did before, I mean modify the crap out of it, slam it on its nuts, and continue with my day and sell it to somebody that else will enjoy it and probably crash it a couple times. I totally didn't trailer this thing here. There it runs. I guess I can give it some baby revs if you guys want to hear it. It sounds like crap. Sounds god awful. May God help us. By the way, it does have a clean title. Pretty cool, isn't it? It's really weird seeing a Honda Civic with a clean title. And it's never been in a car accident, surprisingly. Like, all the body panels are actually intact. Like, I checked everything. It's like kind of gnarly. This is like a clean Honda Civic, so it's really, really weird. If I find any damage, you guys will know. Be the first to go. So keep watching our videos. Thank you for all the support. I know one of our videos hit 14,000 views on it. Super excited. And I hope I can make more content. Like, thanks to you guys, I'm making more content, buying more cars, going crazy about everything. And don't forget, I have my own wheel company too. please go email me or check me out on Instagram. Just go email me or Instagram me or DM me, and we can make custom wheels for anybody, anything you like. Be a lot more coming soon from that. And then don't forget to go follow Alex, my editor and my filmer. Best guy ever out here, doing everything he can to help me out with my YouTube. Makes me really happy. But go like him, go schedule appointments if you want to go get filmed. Hi. Hi, welcome back to Nico's Imports. Today we are working on our 1996 Honda Civic. If you did watch our previous video, please go watch it. We did say that we are flipping this car, but we are starting a second challenge where we only build it with Temu parts. If I was just flipping this car, I'd just be fixing a couple things, not doing this. We did spend about $1,500 on Temu parts, which is all here, and we're still missing some, which is kind of a lot of parts. There's a lot of crazy things for this car, and it's going to make it valued very, very high because of all this stuff. And we're not just fixing the car, just throwing on some new parts. We are repainting it completely as we learn how to paint our cars. And yeah, just to see how much money we can get out of a modified Honda Civic. The downside is you have to find a person that likes a modified Honda Civic, but there's a lot of those. So, and it's already a manual, so it's already an enthusiast car just to begin with. So here we are. Alex B-rolled that stuff. We're gonna start with the most simple stuff. As you guys know, I did the timing belt, and I knew I was gonna get a new cover for the timing belt. I think one of the best modifications that was like super duper cheap was a see-through timing cover mount, which I'm gonna install real quick because it should only take like 10 minutes. We say that now, and we still have a whole lot of stuff to install. A whole lot of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. All right, some AMSR. What the f? AMSMR? Wait, what is it? ASMR? Yeah, ASMR. Ready. Listen to you. I did a terrible job of that. Well, good thing I don't unbox things. Yeah, let's see how this looks. I think it's gonna look pretty nice. Sitting right here. Oh yeah. Hopefully this thing fits. Hopefully, oh, there's like a wire there. Let's take that off. Oh, that's nice. That looks nice. I like that. Can't complain. I'm pretty sure I had to get the valve cover off too, so I'm gonna unbolt that really quick, get all the spark plug wires off. We do have brand new spark plug wires and coil pack and a bunch of other stuff for this car. Those haven't showed up yet, so like I said, we're doing this as all this stuff comes. We just got the majority of the stuff, so yeah, let's get into it. How do you... Well, it's gone now. I really don't know where this goes. How did it just fall through like that? This one did it. I guess there's your manufacturing default from Temu. I lost one already. I don't know why I got pink, but how does this even go on? Oh, okay, you gotta cut it to size. Alex, I don't know where the f it went. I think we're cooked. And I got the toolbox with all my tools. I think these are 10s. Nope, they're not 10s. 10. I'm just gonna take off the valve cover like I was saying, just to install that part. Alex, I had to send Alex all the descriptions for every single thing. There's gonna be a lot of items. So if you're interested in any of these, they'll be on the bottom of the description. I don't know if they're gonna be the same price because Temu likes to change their prices, but our price on this was, let's see. I'm gonna go on Temu real quick, temu.com. Let's go. Okay, $9.02 for this plastic cover that goes over here. And honestly, it's worth it because most of these are just grimy and crusty. So it'd be cool if it was the whole thing, but we only get the top part, which is okay. I mean, you can really good upgrade, even if you daily drive a car, you don't want to modify it. I think that's one of your best upgrades since you get to see the wear on your belt, especially since timing belts are such a big thing. They like to crack. You can tell when it's cracking, when it's about to mess up, but our belt's brand new. But the new owner will probably appreciate it if one day he opens the hood and he notices a crack on it, he knows not to drive it and just to go fix it immediately. So let's take all this stuff off. Probably gonna have to take off this valve cover anyways at some point when we paint the car, because I'm probably gonna paint this as well, either red or white. So shouldn't be too bad to do this. Let's get into it. And she's off. Okay, cool. It's coil packs. Cool beans. And that. Cool beans. Okay. Ooh, oh, you can see my oil. Sweet. Dude, look at that. Clean. There's a lot of oil in there. Huh, sweet. Now, just be careful with not letting dirt go inside your valve cover. Hopefully no dirt goes in there. Here's our old crusty one. Here's a new one. You can see my fingerprints are getting all over it already. But yeah, we're gonna put that on. I would transfer the seal over onto this one so it fits all tight against that, so no dust goes in. And then take the bolts and put them back in there, and then you're all set after that. Hopefully there's nothing else I have to take off, or else I'm cooked. Ah, damn, it's tight. And then the one bolt can go in there. Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh wait, did that bolt just fall out? No. That's a tight fit. Like a very tight fit. God damn. These seals really need to be replaced, and I'm probably gonna do that. But for now, it's like not far enough forward. Okay. There you go. That's the end of that good old thing. I try to clean it off as much as I can. But yeah, there's your see-through timing cover. Looks decent, looks nice, looks brand new. And honestly, really holds everything tight, and does a good job, I would say. We're gonna start it up and make sure it doesn't make any weird noises yet. So, because if it does, then I've f***ed something up. Got our cover on. We're gonna work on the motor even more. I got this beautiful thing we're gonna pull it out. This thing was $35.11, and with taxes, $38.33. So 38 bucks right here. Hopefully it makes it sound cool. We're gonna put this on. I thought it was really cool. This is meant for the newer D series, so we are gonna have to connect a vertical pipe back in through the throttle body, which is okay. I told the new owner, because he's already buying it, if it'd be a great upgrade to do the manifold swap to upgrade it. But since it's a Temu build, they didn't have manifolds on Temu, so this is what we got. Let's get rid of this ugly, really terrible air filter system, and let's put in this beautiful, nice intake one. I don't even know. Dude, I don't even know. That's not what I want. Great, so time to find a bolt that fits there. This has been a lot of finding bolts that fits. With every other Temu part, you gotta make it fit, so we're bending everything. So we bent this bracket right here, just so it could fit, and then this goes right here to right there. That's how it stations it. So, unfortunately, it didn't actually come with the bolts to the actual car right here, but I guess if you're using stock parts, we were missing that. Just keep in mind, we have an Allen wrench, which is kind of weird, off of one of the many bolts I have in my drawer, but it fits perfectly fine in there. Same thread pitch in them, everything. The bracket goes underneath this tie right here, and then this rod goes across. There's like a bunch of different ways to do it, but I'm gonna do it this way because I think it looks the cleanest. And then, like I said, we're gonna need a 90 right here to right there. I'm gonna try to find a 90. We're gonna see if we can find one. If not, we're gonna go to Riley's and spend another 30 bucks. I know it isn't Temu, but we're trying to get this done, so don't complain. Oh, sweet, dude. Oh yeah, let's go. So it literally only needs a 90. Okay, what are we gonna put? I don't know what happened to the hose clamps? Did I just put them all? Oh, I just lost already. Unless I'm losing my mind, it didn't come with hose clamps.
Oh, what?
The hose clamps? Oh, did you see where the f did I just put them? I don't know where I just put those, but I'm gonna snug this thing up. Yeah, I don't know what I did with those sun clamps. Oh, they're right there, dude. I'm fucked. How am I that blind? I'm stupid. There we go. Oh, that's too far. Too far, too far. I guess you could go that low. That's fine. Cool. Now, I really don't know how much power this is going to add, but I think it's more aesthetically pleasing, and it's kind of like modifying our car with Temu. So I think this is okay. It's definitely not the right way to do it, but I guess if anybody ever wants to make one of these work on their car, you definitely can. But that's all tied up now. That's all on there. This wire, we're just gonna move it over here. Probably gonna make it fit somehow right there. If I had to untwine this and then stick it in there, but this is our MAF or pressure sensor. It's all dirty. Probably shouldn't be touching it with my hands, but we're gonna be touching it with my hands. It's in a 90. So, see if I have that. Oh dear Lord. Let's somehow make this work like that. Oh wait. Let's go. 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 Let's get the bracket on. Dang, this worked out perfectly. It almost looks OEM. Dare I say?
OEM plus?
OEM plus, dude. Straight out of a Hellcat, dude. Tight as a bird. Oh yeah, she ain't going anywhere, dude. That was nice. After struggling for a couple minutes, we finally got it on. I did have to rig a couple of things, not really rig, but like add some extra piping. We had this black pipe off of an E36 that had an intake. I had it in my back shed. We actually did go to O'Reilly's and buy some new intake pipes, but since we're on a budget, we don't want to do that, and we're just using used parts. So basically free. I'm never going to use it. I had it back there. Same with our clamp right here. It was off of an E36. So yeah, some BMW parts in our Japanese car that are probably made in China. But yeah, all I got to do is connect our airflow sensor back into this thing and connect this thing back into our car, and then we should be all set, hopefully. And then that should be the end of this, hopefully. And then we'll start it up and see how it goes. It actually cleaned it up quite a lot. It looks kind of weird because it is kind of like, I don't know. It's gonna add a little bit more power. That's all we want. The new owner could add a new manifold to it, like I was saying. Great upgrade. He'll have all the couplings to put on. So we use the same couplings that came with the Temu one. We just added a little bit. Make sure you don't order the wrong one off of Temu, because then you end up spending more money. But I ordered the wrong one. We're gonna make it work because we don't want to wait. Yeah, let's put all this back together how it's supposed to be. Put the new hose, this little blue hose that was in the box, on that, and let's get this working. So now that it's fully on, we got the hose on to the intake part of it, and now we got the airflow sensor into this one. I had to swap them around until they worked. But yeah, now we got the intake on. Now see if it still starts. Hopefully. Looks good. We're gonna let it idle for a little bit. It doesn't seem to be surging, which is what usually the big problem is. Sounds good to me. And you can hear the air come in. I guess we could take it for a little test drive, since this is basically the lasting part of the motor, except for the exhaust, which we're gonna install later. But let's go for a little test drive, I guess. Feels like a Honda Civic rattling its hair off. Surprisingly, we're gonna figure out if it has a little bit more power or not. See if our Temu actually worked here for our intake. Ooh, it feels a little bit more giddy up.
I don't suspense anything about that. Take it on main road, do the speed limit, you know, do all the legal traffic stuff. We are responsible human beings with our loud Honda Civic. Seems to be good. Still going. Yeah, seems like it has a little bit more power. It probably wastes a little bit more gas, so won't be as fuel efficient as it used to be. But it has an intake, no weird surge issues, no weird anything. Air temp sensor is all good. Feels a little bit more poppy. You can't really hear the engine noises more, which is kind of sad. I was hoping we would hear more engine noises, but the thing is super loud in Honda fashion. In Honda fashion. Feels like a Honda Civic. Feels like we gained like 5 horsepower. Was the 30 bucks worth of 5 horsepower? I would say yes. I would say definitely yes. Oh God, we're gonna die. Carving of us going slower than speed limit. Yeah, no, it feels great. No weird idling problems. So I would give this a 5 out of 5. Thank you, Temu. Same with the cover. I would say a 5 out of 5. Fitment on the cover, I would say is like a 3 out of 5. But on the intake, I say a 5 out of 5. You can't really fail making an intake because it's just piping. But yeah, I say it works perfectly fine. The instructions are non-existent, so you gotta look up videos. But yeah, this overall honestly feels great. I feel like I have a little bit more power. Definitely freed up a lot of stuff here. I bet you with the other intake that's on the newer D series, it's like an extra like 10 horsepower, something crazy. So definitely if you want to do that upgrade to your older Civic, it's definitely smart to do that. You know, and yeah, let's head back home and install the rest of the things. Back to our really dirty engine bay, except a brand new intake. Seems to be working fine. Like I said, I give it a 5 out of 5 in that. I do give this a 3 out of 5 though for fitment issues. It seems like it doesn't pick very great on this side. Maybe it's my car, but if anybody else has any luck with it in the comments, just let me know if that's better or not. But yeah, overall, I give it a really good rating. I think most of the stuff fits really well. The intake feels great. It's definitely better than the stock one, which had like some weird mesh on it and it just wasn't doing its job. New filter, new this, basically what you're gonna do to maintain a car, just the opposite of it. So definitely part of the flip challenge. Let's get into the rest of the build. Okay, we didn't get this off of Temu, but we're definitely gonna fix our car. Like I said, still part of the flip challenge. So we're gonna put the fender that came on the car really quick. It's like 6 bolts, super easy. So let's get to that. Nice. Sheesh. Get that off, get this off, and get this one off. Okay, nice, okay. Oh, this one's like glossy. Whoops, that's okay. Toss this girl on. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I'll put this right there. Cool. Let's get these 2 bolts on our bottom. Maybe I should just put 1 bolt up top. Huh. Doesn't look bad. It's a nice fender with all my fingerprints all over it, probably scratching it. But yeah, let's see if the door actually opens without hitting it. All right, on point. Perfect. No weird hit. I'm gonna put this last bolt in that lives up top. Okay. Back to closing the door, making sure it fits. That's kind of like one of the biggest things with these. Oh, it kind of rubs. So I guess I'll have to adjust that and push everything forward. But for right now, it looks really good. Definitely kind of one of the better fitting fenders, I would say, on this side anyways. But yeah, looks good, looks decent. Our car doesn't look like a pre-junker. Yeah, that's about it for this part of it. Next up is putting the bumper on, which I think we'll continue tomorrow. I might do it off camera really quick just to put it on so it looks decent. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, now we're on day 2, next day. Alex had to leave. I did do a couple more things while we're off camera. The whole front end is now on the car, and we got the rest of the packages. Unfortunately, the sad part is the Temu exhaust does not fit.
God, please, no! No! No!
I got curious and wanted to see if it fit because I saw a bunch of reviews saying that it wasn't going to fit and you had to weld some stuff. It was completely the wrong one. It was actually for a hatch. Clearly this isn't a hatch, so I ordered another one and returned it. Temu took it back, so I guess that's a plus. We got the rest of the stuff. One of my favorite ones is this, if you guys can't tell, it's a Momo steering wheel, which is a black edition. This is the same steering wheel that's in my 944 that is not, you know, I don't think this is real by any means, and if it is, that'd be crazy because 50 bucks for this is like partially insane. We're about to find out if it's real or not. We're gonna unbox this really quick because I'm really excited about this. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this thing out. Okay. Packaging is definitely not phenomenal. It doesn't look amazing. Okay. First things first, you can definitely tell this is fake. There's like weird, like glossy and like mistakes everywhere. But I mean, overall, oh man, I got the Momo 822. Ooh, this is a pretty good replica, that's for dang sure. Now everybody says don't buy Chinese steering wheels because they flex too much and you might impale yourself with it. But honestly, this feels as good as an NRG steering wheel. Definitely not as stiff as a Momo, like an authentic one, and it's definitely not as thick. You can tell it's really thin, but overall, I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna honestly give it that it's not that bad. Yeah, this isn't bad. We're gonna install this in a little bit, but first of all, I kind of want to dedicate ourselves more to the engine and finish the engine because that's what we were doing yesterday. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to show that off. I think it came with a horn too. I don't know how. Oh, it came with 2 bags. Let's see. We got the horn bracket, and this is usually what gives it a. Oh, whoa! The horn's metal or aluminum. And that actually looks authentic. My hands are all dirty. Excuse that, but that's crazy. This was, let's see. I'm gonna pull it up on Temu right now. This was, steering wheel was originally, or I guess I didn't get a discount on this one, but this was $52.10. To compare that to a real Momo steering wheel, we'll look that up really quick. Momo. An authentic Momo from Momo's website is $309 for the black edition. That's what it looks like. It hangs around $300. So for a fake one for being 50 bucks is kind of crazy. And you can definitely tell that it's not real, but I guess we'll see when it's in the car. Let's see how much it flexes. But honestly, I give it the same rating as an NRG steering wheel. So like $130, $140 steering wheel. It's kind of impressive. Usually you get a lot of flex and it feels like snaps, but it doesn't feel that bad. And there's more Momo stuff that we bought, which I thought was funny. I got most of the stuff for free. Like I got these Momo pedals. I don't even know if they make these, but these are, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. They gave me 2 for free for whatever reason, because Temu. I don't know, like what pedal is that? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a pedal that curved. Usually pedals are flat, not immensely curved, so it's definitely not gonna work on any car I have. And then we got our cranks, which I thought was gonna be amazing to put on, fix the Honda Civic cranks. These are nice and metal. If you're looking to upgrade these, same thing. I think these were like under 15 bucks. Like these were dirt cheap. And then I don't know what's in here, but I guess we'll unbox more of this stuff as we go. But yeah, let's get back into the motor. So I wanted to do a little bit more maintenance. Kind of a cool part is I found these on Temu, which is hilarious. We have VMS wires and NGK-R plugs. I know a lot of people say that there might be fake spark plugs out there. These might be fake, who knows? I really don't know. But this whole kit was $65.38 with shipping and free shipping, of course. But it comes with these nice, beautiful red wires and our plugs and a VMS sticker. So I don't know if these are fake or not. I don't think this is. This looks like really authentic. So maybe just somebody's drop shipping them from Temu. But yeah, let's get rid of these ugly wires and let's install these beautiful and brand new ones. I got a muffler from the junkyard too, just so it doesn't sound bad. Sweet. Because I'm getting rid of the catalytic converter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go. Trying to get this out. It's not gonna be the. Oh, God. And this one has the stupid thing stuck on it. I don't know how the I'm gonna get that off. Please don't tell me I just cracked it. Oh, don't crack.
No.
Oh, that was so bad. No, it's good. No cracks. Cool.
Temu build quality, 10 out of 10, bro.
Dude.
Let's go drop it off your roof.
God. After we got rid of those really terrible auto lights, which nobody likes and they're super cheap from O'Reilly's, we got some new NGKs in there, NGKRs. So it'll perform a little bit better, hopefully, and feel a little bit more powerful. And then this VMSF stuff looks super cool. I routed them all kind of weird just so they look kind of cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna look sick. I don't wanna start it up since we don't have an exhaust on right now. So we're gonna finish a couple more things, probably get the headers on and then put the exhaust on, because why would we put the exhaust on and then put the headers on? Super useless doing that. Then we got rid of these terrible wires that are falling apart. Yeah, let's see what's next for our engine bay. I think we're gonna stick to something super simple. We have our battery tie down, which came from Password JDM. I don't even know what brand that is or where. I've seen these before on cheap stuff. This thing by itself, I'm gonna click on it, is $7.73. I don't know how much it is with taxes. I think it's like $8, but I think I got this for free, which is kind of funny because I bought so much from Temu that they started sending me free stuff. So let's install this battery tie down and let's make the tie, tie it down. Basically, yeah. All right, so we're gonna do this next one. We're gonna install this really quick. Goes right here for the radiator part of it. Add a little bit of red accents to it. And then we did get the battery terminal down. It is a little bit longer, so it looks a little bit weird, but we did it at an angle, so it just fills it in. Alex will do some B-roll of that. So yeah, let's get this all back together. They're funny as hell, dude. They're Momo pedals, dude.
That's cool.
I don't know what to do with the other ones I got, because I got
Definitely
two.
real.
Totally real. This is all authentic stuff here. Totally not from China. Oh, dude, this is the free tool set I got. I don't know why, but they just started sending me random stuff, so I got random tools. I actually don't know the quality of these, but came with a bag. They don't seem bad.
Yo, flex head.
Yeah,
Amazing.
they were free.
Oh, wow.
It actually feels better than the ones they sent me last time, so I guess we can use these to build a car right now. So we're gonna use these. I don't know what we're gonna use them for, but I'll figure it out. Let's see. Got the exhaust, that's not the right size. Maybe it's a 13? No, that's not the right size. 12. Oh! Oh, that worked. Using the Temu tools on the Temu car now. Not sponsored, just spent a bunch of money. The Temu tool is stuck on it. The Temu tool is stuck on it. Okay, no, wait, it came off, Wait, no, it's still stuck on it. Oh, dude, the Temu. Oh, okay, I got it. There's a giant crack in the header, so good thing we're replacing it. There, you can see it from the O2 sensor all the way down. I broke the bolt though, which kind of sucks, but I'm glad we're replacing all this stuff, because if it wasn't for this, that's probably why the car is super loud. Let's, I guess, get to unbolting all this stuff. Hondas were supposed to be easy to work on. Oh, God. These should be... Oh yeah, these look pretty good. Look about the same O2 sensor right there. Just gotta make sure that, yep, there's another O2 sensor down there. Should be all good. So this at least fits, unlike the other ones. Oh, dude, I can't get this shit off.
There are two sensors on the other.
Oh, holy. Okay. We got it out. I need a towel. Our nice new headers are gonna go on right now. We still have to use some of our Temu O2 sensors, which we're still waiting for. I'm gonna clean off this area, make it look brand new. But yeah, this is our old headers. Looks completely terrible. And then here's our beautiful, brand new, nice two-piece headers that look very similar. Hopefully they fit good, and I'll get back to you on a little review. Oh yeah. After about like an hour of struggling with this exhaust system, we finally got it on. We're gonna see how it sounds like without catalytic converters, one resonator and one muffler, non-aftermarket. I guess the muffler is aftermarket because it's been replaced, but we're gonna see what it sounds like. Hopefully it sounds decent. Hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah, doesn't sound obnoxiously loud. Okay, so that's basically part one. There's gonna be a part two and a part three, hopefully. Hopefully there's only part two. Hopefully it doesn't last this long. But yeah, we got our headers on. We got a new exhaust on it, or somewhat relatively new exhaust, except for the headers are brand new. I gotta figure out the O2 sensor, how to make the O2s from there, fit all the way up there. There's probably forums about it. We got most of our interior or engine bay like accessories on. We got new VMS stuff. All that stuff is gonna look good. All the maintenance is almost done with the car. All that's really needed is for me to roll the fenders, do a couple more body work, paint the car, and I guess it's actually a lot more than I thought. So we might be cooked, guys. All right, welcome back to Nico's Imports. Today we're back to working on our 1996 Honda Civic. Our Temu build is coming along very quick and very rapidly, but we still have a lot more to install. Today we're going to be dedicating ourselves to our interior, getting the red seats installed, getting our interior looking nice and fancy with our Temu build stuff. I did do some things off camera just to catch up the video, so you guys want to sit there and watch an hour-long video about me building a car. So there's a couple things I've already done. I did install our taillights. I still have to install the middle part of the taillights though, which is kind of crappy. I did not do that. I got really lazy. And then I did install some interior stuff like a shifter, the steering wheel, because I wanted to do it off camera because it was going to take me a while to install the horn. I still haven't installed the horn, which is kind of funny. So I still got to do that. So we got to fix that now. And then we did roll this one fender because I only had time for one fender to roll. It looks really good. You see how it's not messed up? It's because that's how you roll a fender properly. And then, yeah, that's about it. So far, so good. We got the bumper all bolted on nicely with the brackets, so it's not going to fall off anymore. And yeah, just overall, the car is coming along really well. We got all the parts today for it. I'm not missing anything else, hopefully not. And if I am missing anything, it's probably going to be maintenance stuff like oil pan gasket for the valve cover. So it shouldn't be too bad to do all this stuff. And then we are welding today because I have to install the exhaust too. Even though we installed the other exhaust last video, we're going to have to actually get the Temu exhaust on it because Temu and our Temu seats and our Temu wing and more Temu. Really wanted to clean out the interior, make it smell nice in there, paint anything that needs to be painted, put the headliner on because we're missing our headliner. We're going to make it nice and suede, make it luxury Rolls Royce right here. But yeah, let's get into the video. Really quick, we're actually going to install a grill on my Z3 because it flew off and it's dead now. So I ordered a new one and it showed up, but I can't make a video out of a Z3 grill, so that's just a boring video. So we're going to B-roll that really quick, and you guys get to see me install a grill really fast on my Z3. So I'm going to pull out the Z3 now. Okay, super part of really random part of the video. I know it's not the Civic. I really want to fix this. As you can tell, my whole hand fits here with no grill, and then this one just looks faded. We do have the new ones. I don't know where oh, they're right here. These nice black ones, which I feel like should fix the car a little bit more, make it look nicer, even though the paint's all faded. But yeah, let's get to it really quick. I'm just gonna rip this up.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
It's not broken. It works now. How's it? And now we have no grills. I don't think this is the right way of doing it, but this is the way I'm doing it. Oh, that's nice. Made a little clicking noise. And now this one. And oh yeah. And there's a new grills. It looks really nice now. And now back to the Honda Civic. Before we move into the Honda Civic, I do actually want to install the wing because it is taking up a lot of space in the garage. So we're just going to do that really quick before we start cleaning the interior. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to line this up right and then drill the holes and hope it works and then hope I don't mess this up. So let's take my time on this and tape this off correctly. The swing actually wasn't bad. I think it was 70 bucks. It is a Type R wing, so, or SI wing, sorry. I don't know, one of the two. But it definitely does fit decently. I'm hoping this is how I want it. Maybe a little more over right there. And then even gaps. About an inch. About an inch right there. Cool. That's where we need it. Sweet biscuits. Okay. So after making the holes, we marked everything with white paint, which is probably not the smartest thing ever, but we do got it. I'm gonna drill our placement holes. Hopefully I don't f this up. Okay, we got 2 holes now. So we drilled our pilot holes. Everything's all in right now. I drilled it a smaller hole just so everything would fit. The bolt doesn't fit right now, so I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. So we're gonna test fit this again. I'm gonna make the hole a little bit bigger just with the screws. You always do have adjustability, so always try to make the hole a little bit bigger. Just don't make it too big where it doesn't bolt on. Yeah, let's do that. So it does line up. All my holes look good. I'm happy they line up. I'm gonna drill this hole really quick for our wire to go in. I'm gonna use a really small drill bit because it's a wire. This comes with like a little seal around it so it won't look bad. So we're just gonna do, let's run this wire through. Just gonna unravel this. Hopefully she fits. We got the wing back on, all nice and tight on there. I don't think it's going anywhere. Now we just gotta install a third brake light. I'm gonna do that after I install the new taillights, or the inside of the taillights to fix this. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. There's a bunch of white paint all over from my white hands. It looks really good. Everything looks really secure. I don't think that's going anywhere. The hardware that came with it actually wasn't that bad. Like I said, all my holes, everything lined up pretty good. Can't really complain. Looks really nice. Definitely gives it that nice, good look. I just can't wait to see it in full white, because that would make it even look better. Right now with the black one, it looks kind of funky and the fitment isn't low enough. So it looks kind of weird, but we're gonna lower it at some point here, make it a little bit lower, get it to tuck really nicely with no fingers, and then match it up. Now, let's get to the taillights, and then after that, we'll move into the interior, and then we'll be all set. Now time for the rear taillights. We're gonna just take this off real quick. There's these weird little covers that I don't like. I think I had to take them off. I really don't know anymore, but just gonna take these off. And there we go, perfect. Oh, there it goes, cool. So that takes that off. I'm just gonna pull my light bulbs out. Sweet. And there's that one. Oh, this was missing a bolt. Oh no, it broke. Great, so good thing we're replacing these taillights because the taillight is broken on this one, so gotta love it. And I'll tell you how much I paid for these taillights too right now. Let's open up my phone really quick, pull these out. So these marvelous taillights that we have right here, which I'm gonna pull out of the box. Right there, really nice. These were $70.97. These were actually kind of expensive off of Temu, which is kind of crazy. But they had taxes, so originally were $65. With taxes, it makes it kind of more expensive, but it does clean up the car, gets rid of all the cracks. If you've watched part 1, you would have seen that we had cracks on our taillights. This is why I replaced these already. So right now we're just gonna get to these ones, put everything all back together, make it look nice. I would stick to using the OEM harness. The aftermarket one are complete shit. They are like the worst thing ever. I don't understand how you can make taillights like actually look good and then make really bad harnesses, but I guess you got to cut corners somewhere if it's cheap. Yeah, now we got our really crappy destroyed taillights with our new clears on the bottom because we don't need orange on our car. We just want, you know, our white and our red accents, which is perfect. Little candy cane car, just like the Z3. There are 4 bolts on this thing, so be careful. This one doesn't even look like a bolt on the side, so just make sure it kind of looks like this. Here we go, we'll zoom into the camera. Looks like that. I don't know what this is. I guess it's kind of like a bolt, but it's like closed off. This is the one that goes on the end right here. Super random. Don't really know why it's like that, but yeah, just make sure you don't rip it all off. I'm gonna rip off this little seal right here. Just make sure you don't rip it all off. This little seal right here, and then glue it back onto this thing, and then we're installing it. Okay. Click, click. Okay, cool. All right, so we got one side completely on. Now we're just gonna move on to the other side. I would say the fitment of this thing is mid. I'm probably gonna rate it like a 4 out of 5 for the inside ones. A 10 out of 10 on the outside ones. They fit really well. The inside ones are terrible. And the construction of it, like the plastic around it looks a little weird. On this bottom part, I don't really know why it's chipped like that. Yeah, probably gonna take some sandpaper to these edges right here and make it smooth again because it just looks like the molding didn't work out for them. But OEM ones definitely do fit way better, but it does look way nicer. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Dang, just make everything jiggle. Yeah, let's get to the other side real quick. We're gonna B-roll that too real quick. Sweet. All right. After doing all that for the last hour, which kind of sucks, we finally got our new taillights on with their matching and everything around it. Our new wing, and looks really good. Would say fitment is kind of weird on this side. I don't know why. Aftermarket taillights have a tendency to be weird when they're cheap. Overall, the fitment on this one is really well. I don't know why they made this side better than that side. Couldn't tell you. Maybe the moldings are all messed up in China. But yeah, overall looks great. Now we just need to buy an emblem, and then rear end will be done, and then be ready to paint. I think it's gonna look super clean, you guys. B-roll that stuff. Like I said, I did some things off camera. We got this fake K-tune shifter, which is kind of funny. We got our window cranks that are in red. They're all metal, so those are nice. No more broken window cranks. Does work, I would say, pretty well. And as jokes, we did get some Momo pedal covers, which I thought was really funny. That's the only weird thing I did to the car. And then we got a Momo steering wheel that is fake as well. Like I said in the first video, we reviewed it. And we got this anodized red shifter hub. I had to put the cover on. Like I said, I was working on the horn stuff, so this is off right now, but this will all be covered and tucked in nicely. Overall, the interior is almost done. We just got the headliner, our new visors, which we got in the back, sitting there. These visors are duct tape on them and they look terrible. We don't want any of that in our car. And then we're just gonna detail the crap out of it. So I'm probably gonna pull everything out of this car, clean it all out, make sure the interior smells good and brand new. I'm probably pulling out the radio too and putting a new radio in it with Bluetooth, just so we can get rid of this thing. This thing looks horrible too. I don't know what's going on with this. Not really quite sure what's this. Okay, there's like, this is broken. I think it's, oh, the nut fell off on it. That's definitely not going to work. But yeah, let's just get this thing rolling. Let's clean this out interior. Most of this video is going to be B-roll, except for maybe the headliner and a couple other things we're going to install. But yeah, overall the car is coming along really nicely. The shifter is like super long. It really needs a short throw, but the new owner can do that whenever he wants to. But now he has an aftermarket shifter. Well, it looks really good. I guess you could probably put it up here if you really felt like it. It's adjustable. So yeah, let's get into it. Now that we got the seats out, I'm gonna clean and detail the interior really quick, and yeah, just like basically like I said, this is gonna be a fast B-roll video. So let's clean everything out of this interior. Let's drop this headliner. let's get started. So we got the headliner off. Took us about probably a little bit over an hour. I kind of got distracted from cleaning, and now I want to take the headliner off since this thing is dropping a bunch of dust everywhere. I didn't want to just clean again and have everything just be dropped on dust, especially this stuff. It gets in your eyes and all that stuff. I'm gonna skin this completely off, and then we're gonna put our new headliner on it, and should have some suede headliner, put it back in there. It was a pain in the butt to get it off. I was actually kind of surprised how hard it was. Usually cars are really easy to get headliners off. I don't know why it was this challenging to do it to this car. But yeah, let's get to it. So I got my staples on that side just to pull on this side. I'm gonna use my adhesive motor and just drench this whole thing a couple times, get it on there, and then you should just be able to pull it on and just like kind of like you're wrapping a car. You just want to smooth it out until all the crevices are filled in with your suede headliner. So let's do that really quick. So we got the little edges done. Usually you want to go really heavy with your edges because that's where you're folding and pulling. So my edges are really wet right now, and you just want to make sure you keep on rubbing it until the whole adhesive is on there. On the can, let's see how long it tells you to leave it on there. It says you have to do it between 65 and 95 degrees to do this. It's not too cold right now. And it says 30 seconds to 15 minutes, material needs to be held in place until adhesive dries. Since it isn't hanging anywhere, you just want to just keep rubbing your hand for a minute down onto it. Put some good pressure down on it until you get all the edges good. But this whole thing is coming along really well. And now that it's all on there, we're just going to keep going all our adhesive all the way around. Remember, your edges are always the heaviest ones. So as you can tell, I'm heavying on the edges right here just so it never comes off. Hopefully I don't mess this up. But yeah, we're not going to fix the crack in the headliner just because the suede is pretty hefty, so most of it will help like heal itself right there. Okay, so that was super easy. It wasn't too bad. I did go a little bit overkill on the glue in some spots, so just be very careful. You gotta like figure out what the material is first of all, and then like get it on there. But I did go a little heavy on that edge on accident because I missed some glue in that corner, and then I was like, well, I gotta spray it with more, and now it's seeped through. But everywhere else looks great. Everything else looks intact. Suede feels really nice. And it looks really good. I think in the car it's gonna look amazing, except for that one piece right there, which is okay. I got all the creases out. Remember, just do it really fast, lift it and put it back down, and then you'll be all set. Yeah. And then just make sure not to get anything anywhere else, because I got it all over the seat. And now I'm gonna probably have to clean the seat with the extractor, trying to get all this adhesive remover off. So I'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it to size right now that we have it all down. We're gonna wait like 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna vacuum this whole thing and make it look nice because my hands were dirty while doing this. You can see all the dust everywhere, and it was dragging on the floor. Whoopsies. But it's gonna go in the car just right about now. That was a lot of B-roll. Sorry about that. I got kind of concentrated on this. Alex is gonna make a lot of B-roll. But yeah, we're done with our headliner. It's all on there. It's been about maybe 30 minutes, so the adhesive promoter is pretty much on there. We rolled everything over to the side of it, so now it's all nice and lined up. Besides that, we cut our holes. I just put little slits in it. Remember, you want it to be tight, so just put little slits in it. Our little light here is a little bit bigger of a hole because I don't want it to be too much residue, but the little light will push it in and everything. So remind you, all these little holes are basically just little dots. We're just doing this so there's little dots everywhere. All over the place right here, just a little tiny dot. You'll make the hole bigger as you screw things in, but you want it to be really, really tight. Let's put this thing in, and this is gonna make the car so much better. Things aren't falling from the roof into my hair, and the new owner is gonna enjoy it a lot, especially it being suede. Honestly, kind of jealous. Especially for a Honda Civic, having suede is crazy. Usually people don't do this. So yeah, let's put this girl in. Okay, as the headliner sits on top of my head and I get called by somebody, we put the headliner just like you did it. Be careful when you're putting the headliner in. It's really struggling. It's a real struggle when the car isn't very big, just like our Honda Civic. So we maneuvered it in here, as you guys can see, and we're gonna get it in. I'm just gonna put it back in how I got it out, just sliding it back in. I didn't take off these A-pillar trims. I was too lazy to take off the seatbelt buckles. Other people usually take everything off and then they do it the right way, but I'm being lazy. So, and this is already taking way too long anyways. So yeah, we're gonna slide this up. Enjoy me struggling for the next 20 minutes. I got our headline back in, slid it back into place. It looks really nice in here, honestly. I'm actually kind of impressed how well it looks. I'm gonna like rotate our little light here, little fixture, and then gonna screw that back in. It's actually kind of weird that everything is black, and then the rest of the, like half the interior is black, half the interior is tan, which is kind of weird, or not tan, but gray. But yeah, I think it looks really nice in here. Honestly, this is probably the nicest part of the car. It makes it really dark in here. Very gloomy. Just like my soul. But besides that, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm just gonna finish bolting this on. We're gonna continue back to cleaning the car, getting the interior done, and then we're gonna have to do the seats. This video's already been so long, just in labor. This is gonna be a long day. Yeah. Another cool part about Temu was we got some new visors, which is gonna match a lot the whole entire car, and we got these new clips. These were like $4. This was like $27 on our Temu things. It doesn't look like bad quality, and honestly looks nice. Hopefully it fits. We're gonna figure it out right now. And then as well, I'll probably go over our whole build sheet on the whole car. Probably in a little bit here, how much money I've spent so far, because this is basically the last of it. I have all the parts, I have everything for it. Yeah, this is a very long video, but yeah, we'll figure it out. So that was day 2. I am really tired because I stayed up trying to clean this thing. We finished cleaning the interior completely. It looks way different. And today I think we're just gonna install these seats. Try to at least. Yeah, over it already. Since everything's already clean and everything's ready, we're gonna try to install our seats, the Temu seats. I'm gonna try to get the old rails to fit on the new seats, get rid of these aftermarket rails because it's definitely not gonna bolt on. So here we go. So after 2 hours of us struggling, or me struggling, I finally got the seat mounted in, all nice in place, all strong. Everything looks good. The whole car shook. But yeah, all the seat rail works like OEM. Goes back, goes forward. That was a pain in the butt. I never want to do that ever again. Budget builds are really hard. That's all I gotta say. If you buy these seats, buy the rails for the car that a car responds to. Buy expensive ones. The cheap ones don't really work very well. But Temu didn't have nice ones, so here we are in these. You know, I just made some brackets and made it work, but it's not going anywhere. It looks nice. It matches all our red stuff. Seat fits perfectly fine, goes all the way forward if you want to be really short. I don't know how far forward you can go. It's as far forward as you can go. So you can be really short. Doesn't feel right. Or you can go all the way back if you're like 6 foot. I can't even reach the pedals at this point. I'm not that tall, but I can't reach the pedals from here. So the person that's buying this car is really tall, so I think he'll really like this. You got plenty of space. Car's coming along really well. It's gonna take us another hour to do the other side, but once those are in, Alex can get B-roll of it, and then we'll just start cleaning up the rest of it, do the exhaust, and that's the end of the Temu build. Surprisingly took so long, but yeah, that's about it for this. Welcome back to Nico's Imports. Today, we are painting the Civic. As you can tell, the Civic is no longer in the garage. I have pushed it outside. I'm gonna clean the garage, set up this $200 tarp thing that I bought, canopy, carport. I just spent a little bit of money, but we're not gonna add it to the price of the car because I'm gonna keep it for painting other cars. I really wanna paint, you know, my Z3 and other stuff in the garage. And if this turns out great, I'm a good painter then. But yeah, no, definitely today we are gonna get this thing painted, primed, and ready to go. Hopefully this is one part for, well, it's already 2 parts because the other video came out of me doing body work, which is very boring and I'm sorry to bore you. So today is a little bit more exciting. I'm gonna just do a little bit of B-roll by myself. Alex isn't here, it's just me. Alex got busy, which is my filmer, which if you guys don't know that, that's my filmer. But yeah, we're just gonna try to get everything cleaned out. I have a bunch of dust all over the floor, bolts, nuts, parts, car parts, and we don't want any of that getting painted white. But yeah, we're gonna test out some of the Temu guns I got sent, or I paid for them. I got a bunch of Temu guns, which is kind of hilarious. Actually, let me go grab those really quick and you guys can get to see them. I have no clue where they're at because I have a mess everywhere, but let me go find them. Where is my Temu guns? Whoa, almost dropped it, but here we are. Here's our little Temu special gun that's covered in white dust because I've been sanding. But yeah, kind of came in this little package. It was kind of just shipped like this with a label on it. This wasn't too expensive. I can pull it up right now and watch on Temu. This will be in the description below, but to keep the Temu-ness, we bought this Temu gun, which I'm gonna use to paint. This Temu gun was only Temu list right here. We have this gun was, oh, It was $54.94 for this little tiny gun right here. It honestly was not too bad. My homie was saying that it is a rip-off of a different gun that's more expensive, which I think was funny. Comes with this little instructions to how to use manual. We got our little, where you put your paint, little spray cup I'm gonna call it. And then it came all nicely wrapped in this thing. And then came with a couple other things. We got this wrench for the nozzle, some cleaning stuff, and a piece of cardboard. That's about it for that. But yeah, let me just unbox this really quick. I'm kind of excited, so I've already seen this, but yeah, here's the little gun. Not bad at all. Honestly, really decent. All of it fits really well. But yeah, you guys can tell, I guess this is like a rip-off, which is kind of cool. It feels kind of decent. Not the worst thing ever. All the stuff comes apart. It is a 1.4 nozzle. Hopefully I know what I'm doing here, because I've never used guns before and I'm a little scared, or I lied, 1.3 nozzle, but I'm a little scared to use this thing, but we'll figure it out. Show you guys the paint in the next scene. Okay, so like I said, we are on the GoPro right now. I'm filming alone, all lonely, but we got the full garage all cleaned out. I'm gonna set up this carport. We're gonna, hopefully this works. This is the Harbor Freight Special here. Basically, you can find one of these on Temu probably, I wouldn't doubt it, but this is only 200 bucks. It is a lot, but you know, and there's a sad Civic with the whole front end. I've already had most of this all taped off. I just gotta take off the windshield. But we got all that taped off. We got this all taped off. Got to do the trunk with just I forget what the material is, but it's a clear one. It's kind of like a trash bag. And then still got to do this one. I wrapped around the edges, and then I'm gonna put the sheet on top of it. You guys can tell the sheet is right over here. Whoops, kicking stuff. Just had a generic. Just gonna use it for that right now. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I gotta clean this thing after we're done painting with it, but I gotta cover the whole front end, cover the wheels, make sure I don't get overspray on the wheels. Even though we're probably gonna be refinishing the wheels too, I'm gonna make that a separate video, just random, you know, trying to refinish the Honda Civic wheels and make them better, hopefully. And then I do have some alignment tools I got off of Temu, so we're gonna try to align this thing. I have it right here. Hopefully my address isn't on it, but there it is. You know, good old Temu alignment tool. But yeah, definitely a lot of Temu stuff coming along. And then a random spider just crawled over there. Whoops. But these don't look too bad. These were, I think these were almost free. These were like $2, but hopefully they work well. I'm hoping. But yeah, let's, it's gonna be a different video. Probably when I refinish the wheels, we're gonna align this thing. Even though it's not really out of alignment, I wanna make sure it's full alignment for the next person. Our camber and caster's pretty set. I think it's pretty good on there. So we're gonna leave that for now. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get this all set up. So back to B-roll. But if you're interested, Harbor Freight has them. I'm gonna try to see if it fits in my garage. The garage is only 9 feet. So this is gonna be a tight fit because this is really, really, oh man, opening it up weird. But there's all the dimensions, and as you guys can tell, it's 9 feet. So hopefully it ain't too big. I'm hoping. I'm kind of scared that it is. It's not gonna fit in here. We'll make it fit. We'll make it fit. We'll figure this out. I really want to get the car in primer, get the doors back on in primer, and then spray the whole car white, get all that done just so I can get it out of the garage and we can do more projects. Because we have a lot of projects, if you can't tell. There's a 928 race car. There's a Cayenne with the new wheels on it. And then there's our beautiful little E30, which is sweet. Got a new front cowl on it. But me getting distracted, sorry. But yeah, back to B-rolling. You guys are gonna watch me struggle build this thing by myself. Hopefully it isn't too hard.
So here's our little tent set up right now. As tell, still gotta tape off all this, but we got the whole tent set up all nicely. Gotta do a couple more masking and stuff like that. But she's almost ready to be painted. We got her inside. We got that laid down. I'm wearing a whole outfit here in white. Yeah, and honestly, I'm super excited to get this finally done. I'm gonna get some of the more materials to close off these doors, some of that Home Depot material stuff, and then tape off the rest of the car, and then we're gonna start painting. It's been a long process. I'm honestly really scared that I'm gonna mess this up, but I got this, you know, I got this. Yeah, we're gonna put it in battery saving mode. This is basically day 2, so it's just been, you know, day 2. I didn't make a mistake. I bought too big of a canopy, so I had to return the other one and buy this one. This one was 60 bucks cheaper, so this one was only 150 bucks. So they're not too bad. So yeah, definitely not the worst thing ever, but it should help me keep all of the nastiness and debris away from our beautiful Honda Civic here that we're going to be painting. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Home Depot, run and get some more materials, cover up these windows and these doors, and we should be all set to get us some primer, finish painting this in white, and yeah, this should be really exciting. Honestly, can't wait. And then after this car is done and painted in white, I'll push it outside, and then we'll start getting the doors in here and the front end and all that, getting that all prepped up. But I just really want to get this all done. I do have to sand it down after with 600 after I get the primer done, so more body work. It's okay, but you know, long process to get a car painted, and it's been maybe 2 weeks to do this stuff, but this is the next day, so we're definitely going to try to get this done today at least. Came back from Home Depot. We got all this stuff right here. Got this 3M. Hopefully this works, and got some Scotch tape just to tape up all this stuff. I'm going to do this drop down cloth over here and cover all this up. Same with this rear trunk, because I don't want any of my rear trunk getting painted white, or the inside of it. I'm going to pull out all this stuff back here and put it outside, just so in case I have to paint other stuff like the wing, I don't have to wait for it. And then I'm going to scuff up some of these other parts here, like this rusty part, and paint over it with primer just so the rust can disappear. Not disappear, but you know, just fix whatever the issue is. But yeah, these are my 2 biggest items right here. Hopefully it works out for the window. Probably going to use that little roll over there if you guys can see it. Sorry if the lighting's all weird. But yeah, we got to hide all this so this doesn't become white. As you guys can tell, it already became kind of dirty, so I have to detail the car again. It's okay. And I got some more parts off of Temu for this thing that are irritating, like that cigarette lighter, and a new radio too as well. And some new cranks, because the cranks already broke on the windows. I think I told that last video. But besides that, car is perfect so far. Started right back up. Sounds great. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the rest of all this, get this all done. I don't really know where to set up the camera because there's no good spot, but I guess I could try to find a spot. Okay, so I didn't realize I bought some special type of tape. I thought it was all just regular masking tape, but it actually has a roll inside of it. And I didn't realize that until I started doing it. So I feel kind of dumb right now, but it's all right. This looks terrible. because it's like 3 different squares. So next time I do the other side, I think I'm going to do 1 square, tape on top of it, 2nd square, and then 3rd square. It should be good. But for right now, this is good. Nothing's going to get in through here. It's double layered. I don't think my hand can go anywhere. Hopefully not. This doesn't seem there's any holes anywhere. Okay, there's a hole right there. You know what? I lied. But yeah, so make sure you don't have any holes anywhere. Got to fix that now. Everything else looks pretty good though. I think I'm all set to not get paint inside. The good part is I'm not really painting down here. I'm just painting right up here and the roof and right here. So most important parts are right here. Still want paint getting inside, so I'm gonna definitely paint that. You know, get that all nice and covered up. My next step is probably covering up the motor with these bigger sheets, which is great because I bought that for a reason. So we don't want our beautiful Honda motor getting painted white or a speck of white everywhere. So definitely going to be doing that. Now I just got the window, this window, and the trunk, and then we should be all set to start painting, you guys. I'm actually super excited. Hopefully this doesn't take me more than an hour because it's already getting kind of dark. It's pretty warm still outside, so paint should lay pretty well, hopefully. And then 10 minutes later, we got the front end, kind of just taped it up all kind of random here. I didn't really take my time with it, but it's good enough for me. No paint's gonna get in there. The little Honda showing right there. Got to do the window next. I did leave some areas where I sanded down, scuffed it up right here. I'm gonna go over it with the Scotch-Brite just to make sure I don't miss any areas because I want the paint to stick and last a while. But this is all set. Same over here. Not bad at all. Oh, I'm nervous, you guys. Just try my best here to do all I can. It's kind of scary to do things like this because usually I just, you know, don't do this at home, and I usually only do small pieces, not a whole car. So very scary to do a whole car. I'm scared that I'm gonna mess it up, but you know, I guess that's part of the learning tribute of it because we have so much money sunk into it. But it's all right. Alrighty, I used my greaser that came with the kit right there. We got the gun, everything hooked up here. All of this. My buddy that is a painter told me to set it at 18 psi when you're hitting the trigger. Oh, a little bit. Perfect, a little bit lower. I do have a small air leak, but that's okay. I'm definitely going to put some Teflon tape on it right now. But all this is clean. I'm not going to touch it because my hands are kind of dirty. I'm going to go wash my hands after this. Got this all taped off. All I got to do is put some bags over the rims just to make sure that I don't get any paint over them. This is all great. All set right here. Yeah, and it shouldn't be too bad. We got everything cleaned off all nicely. I got my little heater over here to keep it kind of warm in case it's not warm enough. And now I just got to go find the box of paint and start mixing the paint with our activator. Alrighty, here we got our primer epoxy and this little thing right here came from TCG, like I said. And then we got our activator right here, or hardener, epoxy primer hardener. I'm a little scared. And then we got our mixing cup here, which gives us that. On the back of it, it should tell us what type of thing we need here. It says 1 part KP05, which is this, I'm pretty sure, KP07. That's what it says right there, KP07. I don't know how well this is picking it up. And 1 part KP402, which is 402. And then we just got to find the 1 part on here, which is right there. 1 part there, 1 part there. Fill that up, and then we fill up the gun. And we get that first layer of primer in there, fill it up in our canister, which I already cleaned. I ran some of this wax remover, grease remover inside there because it is a new gun. I just want to make sure I don't get any debris or anything in there. Sprayed it a couple times, sprayed it against the floor, make sure it's good. I'm going to fill this up, mix this up right now, and then I'll record me doing this. This is really cool. We're going to start on the driver's side, and hopefully this goes well. Alright, so that was really hard doing it off camera really quick. Pouring it was just a pain in the butt. I don't know if I recorded that either, but yeah, got here my filler cup, which told me 1-to-1 ratio. I got that. I got 5 milliliters of the epoxy hardener and then the regular primer. I did the primer first and then the epoxy hardener. Hopefully I did that right. Yeah, get that. Found this little strainer right here, which is the one that's helping me out right now, trying to get everything in there. I got almost a full cup, so that's fine. Hopefully that's enough. It feels really watery. I don't know if that's normal. Hopefully it is. I'm a little scared that I fucked this up. I did spill a little bit on the floor, which is okay. I mean, mistakes are made. This is basically the first time I'm trying to do it with a gun. I've done it one time with a gun, but not with primer and paint and all that stuff. It's just paint straight on a surface, not really, you know, how to mix stuff together. It was just, I think it was a Rust-Oleum, just 1 gallon bottle that's already mixed that you pour in. So this is the first time I'm doing this stuff. Hopefully this goes well. We're going to try the Harbor Freight gun right now, and then after that we're going to do the Temu gun, and then after that we're going to try the really expensive Harbor Freight gun and see how those two compare, because I did buy a really expensive Harbor Freight gun and then the Temu gun as well. So I'm probably going to try to do like the front end of the car with that gun, and then the rear end of the car with the other gun, which I guess is a kind of a dumb idea because it's going to turn out different maybe because they're different guns, but you know, you got to test it. And if it does come out different, I mean, at least it's one color and it's not flaking. Alrighty, so I got most of the primer laid down. Looks super good, super glossy. I do have a little bit of mess ups here. I don't know how far I can get in close in there, but there's a pinhole there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a little run right there. There's a little run right here. This was my first panel. The good thing is this is primer, so I have to sand this anyways down. But overall, it looks great. Got some really bad runs right there. This is kind of like my first side, so this side turned out amazing. The roof looks great because I tried that my last part. So the roof looks amazing. No weird anything. It does look like it has tiger lines just because of the lights, but it actually doesn't. It looks very even. I put a flashlight up to it. This looks perfect. No runs anywhere up there. All this looks amazing. Everything looks great. Looks great right here. Looks great all over. No runs on this side. Looks great. I mean, no pinholes. If anything, there's one pinhole right there. All this is good. We got all the paint down here. It looks great, honestly. The primer, I mean, definitely a great way to practice is just putting primer down because you have to sand it anyways. But yeah, this is like kind of what the Civic's gonna look like. It doesn't look bad in primer, white primer, which is hilarious. I will admit that I did kind of mess up. That's why the other side was a little bit more runny. I put 1-to-1 ratio for my hardener and my primer, but when I did that, I kind of messed up. I did not mix it well enough. Now I know I have to mix it really well, and that's kind of like the biggest thing. So if you decide to paint your car like this, definitely mix it really well. I messed up, didn't mix it that well. That's why I got more runs on the other side. And I had my gun at the same settings and everything. It's right here. I had my little like thing set up here to hold it. I wish I had like a little table. Would have been better. Drop some paint too. Don't mind that. But yeah, overall, not bad. Definitely gonna work on it. There's some mess ups, some hiccups here and there. I really do hate that I did this. This is kind of like one of my unfavorite things because it makes me look unprofessional. But like I said, I'm always learning new stuff. So hopefully one of these days, this never happens again. I'm gonna blame it on me not mixing it right because that's literally what it feels like. Because the other side looks great. But overall looks great. Definitely one of the best things. I accidentally did hit it with the hose. That's another thing you have to look out for. You hit it with the hose on accident, it kind of does whatever the heck that is. You can kind of see it in the camera, hopefully. We're on the GoPro. Dang, you can see me. It's glossy. It looks like a polished car. I'm going to go heavy with the paint on the car because I really want to see if I can buff and get this looking really nice. I know it is single stage paint. Pretty sure you can still buff single stage paint as long as you have enough paint to buff. My primer, I did go heavy, but I think this is the end of the primer. It looks great. I think it's perfect. That's the first part for this, you guys. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but hopefully it's not too long. It's a lot of me talking and a lot of me learning and my experiences with it. I know it's not showing me a lot of paint. It's just really hard holding the GoPro and painting at the same time, especially when, you know, this is basically my third time painting now. But yeah, it sucks that I got runs there and runs there. 2 runs. Overall, not bad. Oh, you know what? Never mind. There is more runs right here. Okay, this side really did turn out bad. So I guess I'm gonna have to go over this, make sure there's not too many things going on here. There's so many pinholes. Okay, definitely messed this side up quite a bit, which is the nicest part of the car right here. The quarter panel looks perfect on this one side. The other side has a little bit more rough edges over there, but I don't know why I picked the nicest side to start on. Probably should have picked the crappier side on, so, but it's all right. And if you guys are wondering, I do have a Husky. This is a this is a 20 gallon tank. That's what I'm using right now. It's doing perfectly fine. Like, no problems at all painting. I don't know if I'm gonna get fish eyes or anything crazy like that, which is what you get when you don't have enough pressure, but hopefully it's good. I'm gonna go over the car with 600 grit. It's gonna be 4 hours, so it's like watching paint dry. It's really boring. Literally watching paint dry. I don't know how much of this Alex is gonna use in the actual video, but I don't want to be too annoying while watching my videos. But being authentic and everything he does, trying to get everybody to understand that painting is really hard and all that stuff. Welcome back, you guys. This is a completely different day. It's been a while since I filmed this thing, but currently just gonna unwrap the car and we're actually gonna push it out. We got this BMW already done, so that's fun. I was trying to finish this before I push this out. I'm gonna push this out, get a setback tent up, so I can do the fenders, the hood, the bumper, the trunk, and both doors, because I took everything off just to make sure the paint was good. We're going to see how much overspray I have. Hopefully not a lot. It's car's very compacted. I already got some of this already off. It looks like I didn't really overspray anywhere in the engine bay, which I'm happy about. Exterior looks pretty okay. There's like some random little lines here, but it's nothing too bad. I'm actually kind of proud of myself there. Got a little bit of overspray there. But overall, overspray here doesn't look bad. I'm gonna throw this away real quick. Walk over here. Still have a mess in the garage, which I clean, but more curious about this. And this worked out perfectly. Let's see. Oh yeah. All the tape's coming off now. Perfect. Just gonna keep walking back. Well, while you guys watch this, I'm gonna just film this really quick.
She like me, she might be what I need. She get spicy, want taste test, come by me. Yeah, I'm icy, way too icy. I get paper, I'm big screen, I'm spiky.
Okay, so unfortunately, I did get some overspray. I'm gonna be honest, right there, it's a little bit of overspray, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna have to somehow clean that up. And then you see my line looks pretty good. The car used to be originally silver, but now it's white all the way. Yeah, but the line looks really good. Honestly, really happy. The car is really dirty right now because it's been sitting in the garage for like the last 2 weeks. But yeah, just slowly trying to see where else I messed up because it, you know, I ain't perfect, so it is really hard. This is really satisfying. Oh, it just ripped. Dang, it was satisfying until it wasn't. But yeah, we're gonna get the delete cap for this, put a delete cap there, get all this off and make it nice. But so far so good. I don't really see any major issues with the paint. I think it just needs a good buff. This is gonna be painful to take off. I already know it. I probably should have taken it off the same day. But that's okay. Because you live and you learn. So hopefully all of it comes off nicely, which it seems like it's not. So I'm gonna sit here again and try to finish this up and then show you guys the end results, see where else I oversprayed. But there's definitely some overspray in places. There's still tape all over this area too that just like kind of molded to it. So I don't know if I kind of messed that up, but we'll see. I'm gonna detail the engine bay again, push it out. Hopefully it's all good, and then this should be the end for the painting. Hopefully we're gonna soon get to the other parts.
She like me, she might be what I need. She get spicy, want taste test, come by me. Yeah, I'm icy, way too icy. I get paper, Big screen, I'm Spike Lee. I'm vibey, just vibey. Too wavy, I could tell they wanna get like me. Yeah, I'm vibey, just vibey. Too wavy, come and get like me. I'm never living a bit in a timid straight shooter. I'm dumping the clip that I'm dipping. Hitting the mark with the waviest art. I rage with my heart and it's right when my wrist is. Cut up the pay with the real ones. I see a few million. We want it, we need it, let's get it. Long live the niggas that get it. They live how they say it. A sentence, we really the drillest. Please don't pretend with that love that you sending this. If you like me, I call me the Bennett. Somebody tell God forgive me, I'm sinning. I think that she know, but he got me, I'm winning. Clout is a dangerous drug and your phone is the plug. Everybody on that shit pretending. So many lost and they chasing what's trending.
One eternity later.
Alex is probably gonna edit in some like fade thing into now. It's been like 2 months. This project is taking way too long, but it's actually done. And actually, looking at this thing, it is very beautiful. It is one color. It is clean, which is weird for a Civic from the 90s. You never see one colored Civic that's clean. It looks beautiful. I'm actually really proud of myself. It definitely took way longer than I expected, and I wish it was done sooner. But it's done. It is beautiful. It looks amazing. All it needs is a buff, but that's a new video coming out soon that you're gonna have to watch, me using a Temu buffer. But for right now, we're gonna do our little outro. If you made it this long, it's a very long video. It's probably like 40-30 minutes, I'm gonna guess. I actually don't know because we have so much content that Alex is gonna have to edit in, but it's the final part of painting it. Basically, the Temu Civic is done. Maybe it's done. I'm pretty sure it's done, but this is my 1996 Honda Civic with the 99 front end, painted in white. Beautiful color. Look at it go. Look at it glimmer in the sunlight, which is cloudy right now, so there's no sunlight. But yeah, it is currently kind of dirty. As you can tell, the windshield, there's some bird poop on it, which is probably not the best thing. It's been sitting outside for the last 4 days, which kind of hurts. Hasn't been in the garage because, you know, I got to do other stuff, but it's one color. It's beautiful. We got painted side skirts. I painted the door trim pieces. I think it looks really clean. I know a lot of people will probably complain about me not painting the door handles. You paint the door handles. I'm not gonna paint the door handles. There's too much work. It looks good right now. It's a little black accent. It's fine. We got the SI wing painted in white. Beautiful, nice and smooth. I got the license plate painted in white, license plate holder, which looks great. Bumper looks great. Everything looks honestly impeccable. I did have to redo a lot of the stuff, which is why it took so long. Like this quarter panel, I redid twice. So it's perfect now. It actually looks really good. I'm really happy with it. No weird mess ups anywhere or anything weird, which I'm super happy about. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly really proud of it. Can't really complain. I did leave these little bumper tie downs because there was holes there. I didn't want to weld it and cover it, so I just put the old ones back in, but I did not drill new holes in the rear bumper. We did get a new rear bumper as well because the old one was kaput. But yeah, no, I'm honestly like super excited as I'm like cleansing this water bottle, but I'm happy with it. Like for probably my second car that I've ever fully painted. I've painted a lot of stuff individually, but second car fully painted, it honestly looks great. And I feel like I did a really good job. The paint really matches all over around. It's very filled in everywhere. So, I mean, I can't complain. Everything looks good. Everything's attached properly. Front bumper is bolted down too. Everything's like very much like bolted down like it should be. Side skirts are all on there really well. Overall great. Only things I'm missing is the rear window trim back here and the side other window trim, which I might buy and just put it on there. I did paint these white, which was a new thing for me. In the comments, let me know if you like it or not. I'm like half and half right now. I don't know if I was stupid and I painted that, but it doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look normal. I don't know. I'm so used to seeing Honda Civics with a white trim piece right there, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. Who knows? Overall, honestly really proud. I'm just basically yapping right now because I honestly don't know what to say. It's a done car. It's honestly great. It runs great now. I fixed a lot of stuff. From when we first started, clapped out Honda Civic, that was $200. We have a really nice Honda Civic that's one color that somebody actually might spend thousands of dollars on. And we did it on a budget, which is incredibly crazy to me. it's just insane. Just overall, maybe with man hours and everything, it's probably way more money than it probably should have been. But if you're doing it yourself, like you could do this with like $3 grand, which is what most people spend on Honda Civics anyways. But you know, even if let's say everything took a shamble and I still had to buy a new motor for a Honda Civic and the motor was blowing on this one before I bought it, I would still be in like around $3,000, $3,200, $3,300, which is great. So like, in my eyes, anybody can build this. It honestly just takes time. It kind of sucks, but if you have one car, you can bang it out in like probably a month, honestly. You guys saw me do it. I did a whole build on it. And it took me like a month. It took me 2 months to paint, yes, but I do have other project cars and we do have other content too. So I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. But if you do this every weekend, you probably be solid to get it done pretty quick. So yeah, I don't want to see any more clapped out Honda Civics out on the road now. They all have to be clean. If you can paint it, you can do it. Welcome back to Nico's Imports. Today we have a change of scenery. We are in this interesting garage with really cool lighting. Behind us we have our glorious Temu Civic, and today we are going to try to buff it with the Temu buffer. We're going to see if it fails or if it passes. Hopefully it's a good product. It might not be. That's a little scary part about it. So far the Temu stuff has been good, but you never know. Sometimes they're bad. It is cheap. It was $27. If it's a yay or a nay, we're going to figure it out. And today we have my cousin Elion, which works at Inspector Autos, which is where we're at right now, which is a professional detailing shop, and they're you know, helping us out detail this car and helping us out polish this car and making it beautiful like it first came out of the factory. Here's my cousin Elion, which good guy at polishing cars. This man polishes all my cars because I can't do it because I don't have the patience for it. This guy has patience for it.
3 years, actually 2.
2 years? Yeah. 2 years of polishing cars and detailing stuff. He now does tint. Inspector Autos does a lot of stuff though. They do tint, polishing, and then car washes too. If you want to bring in your car, get it washed. I always do that because it's a lot easier and you spend less money than taking it to a car wash, and they clean it by hand. So it's honestly really great. Overall, yeah, my cousin's gonna try to polish this. We're gonna test this Temu thing and we're gonna see if it's actually good or not, because he is a professional and he's gonna tell us if it's yay or nay, or should it go in the trash or should it stay. Here we got the Temu polisher here in all its glory. Came out of that bag right there with the Temu sander I was using. I've already tested this. This actually does really well. I would recommend this product. It's not bad, but we haven't tested this yet. Came with a bunch of different polishing pads, some sandpaper, whatever this thing is. I don't really know what that is, but my cousin probably does. But yeah, we're gonna see what it is. It has all these different modes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not bad. It came with a handle, but usually most people don't use the handles. Though, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it's not like the worst thing on earth. It feels somewhat well made and like heavy. I don't know what this button does. It locks it. But yeah, overall not bad. We're gonna see what my cousin says about it. He's the one polishing the car, so first time I'm not doing anything, you know? That's a lot. This sucks. I think the Temu polisher is cooked. It's working. It's working now.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I can already see they didn't do really good.
Huh?
They didn't do good.
Oh.
You see all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do see it.
That's all your unevenness on your sand.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's smooth. It's had really warm. It's really warm, you guys.
Is it? Huh?
Wow. Temu Polisher seems to be working only in high mode, which is kind of bad.
In high mode.
In high mode? Yeah, so you can only polish in really fast mode, which kind of sucks. Elian has a nicer one that he can show you guys that actually polishes correctly, which is not in high mode. So Elian's gonna turn over to the professional one because it's working a lot better and we want the car to actually be good. So, you know, in all honesty, that means the Temu Polisher is not what it actually was. It was not worth it. I guess it was only 30 bucks. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Do you think you'd buy a better polisher for 30 bucks or Harbor Freight?
No.
No, well, no. So I guess they're all junk. So you probably should spend more money on a polisher if you want to polish your car. Temu did not do a good job on the polisher this time. It's kind of sad. But we're going to continue back to polishing this car and making this thing look beautiful because why not? That's the last paint stage, you know, and it should make it look beautiful.
You see how your other, like this part?
Yeah.
Remember how it's kind of like spotty?
Yeah.
It's still spotty just because of the sand marks, but it's a lot less than it was with that one.
So because Inspectors is helping Style polish this car in their facility, which is super sweet of them, and I really appreciate this, we're gonna add an Inspector sticker on it. It's actually really cool because it matches the car. It's black and white, which is basically what this is. It's a black and white car. It has black handles and you know the whole car is white. So we're gonna add this. They're letting me borrow some glass cleaner, so I'm just gonna do this really quick. And then we're gonna put that on. Hopefully I do a good job of this. I'm not the best at detailing everything on earth, so. I'm struggling right now. Oh no, don't embarrass me, Alex.
3 hours later.
Like I'm a professional putting stickers on, look at that. Yeah, that looks good.
Good job, Nico.
I did it, you see? It matches the car, it actually looks really clean on there. Kind of like that. The Temu Polisher was only $34, and for my cousin's information, this is like a $300 polisher. It would take about, what, 6, 7 of these to equal that. So clearly we know why it's not working well, because yeah, it's Temu. So if you're thinking about buying the polisher, I wouldn't unless you want to run it in high gears. But my cousin's in first gear right now. I'm in first gear. They both have modes, so I guess that's a plus. But if I start mine up, it takes forever to generate speed, and then it starts going, and then it starts going, and then it goes, and now it's like really fast for whatever reason. And then my cousin's the one that's
consistent.
Immediately starts going. Like no hesitation. It smells good over here, by the way. The polishing pads all smell good. Is the Temu Polisher safe? Probably not. It felt like it was about to blow up in my hands. And my cousin says it's probably gonna burn your paint if you try to do it in 7 modes. So you got inconsistency speed, so your polisher might not, polish might not come out good.
It also depends on how much you push the trigger.
Oh.
And it shouldn't be that way.
Ow, I just burned myself. Cool. Same with the polishing pads that came with the kit. Elian says they're not that good. He says they're basically like a sponge, which is not what you want. And yeah, that's
the
probably...
spongy filling is what you want, but it's just too soft of a sponge. It's not gonna cut anything because you just... Yeah.
You see how it's coming off? This all came off first time use, by the way. Like, we've never used this. Elian super glued it back on there. But yeah, it just immediately came off, which kind of sucks because it still is 30 bucks. So you at least think, I don't know. There's no saving grace for this thing. I guess I would say maybe don't try polishing your car yourself unless you want to buy an expensive one or...
Go expensive, it's better. This is 300 bucks. Anybody can get 300 bucks, especially if you're a car guy. 300 bucks is nothing.
Yeah. Basically one rim. One cheap rim.
One rim.
But yeah, we're gonna get back into polishing the car, but clearly the Temu one's not gonna suffice. It might actually ruin the paint more than it helps it, and I'm gonna probably cry myself to sleep if the paint gets ruined, because yeah, he doesn't want to stay here for 5 hours trying to use a Temu polisher. So you guys are disappointed now. That's okay. Don't buy a Temu polisher. So Elias gonna get back to polishing. I'm gonna get back to staring at him and seeing what I can do. Probably nothing.
See how it sounds like sandpaper?
Yeah.
All right, let's put a word to that too.
This is how you polished.
Squeaky clean.
What's the sound? Nothing.
No sound at all. It just sounds great.
So that's the main point of polishing your cars. So it looks good and it feels good. Makes the paint super soft.
Holy come feel it from, like, literally grab two fingers, just 2 fingers, not your whole hand. Grab 2 fingers and feel from here over.
That's how it changes.
It was different.
Very much different. So polishing definitely does help when you're doing paint in your garage and you have Temu guns. We're gonna keep polishing it, but we can definitely see a difference. And honestly, it feels very much different. You can hear it, like. Kind of crazy how much of a difference it makes. So we completely finished polishing the car here at Inspector's Autos on the west side of town of Flagstaff. The polish turned out super good. You touch it, it feels like like a Bud's baby, super smooth, really nice. Like a Bud's baby, smooth as hell. It's a baby's butt. Thank you to my cousin. Thank you for inspectors for letting us borrow this area on the weekend. They were really big help with getting this car polished up and getting it done. Yeah, just all the help with this and all the support. And half the sponsors, like Oxido, sponsored us with the headlights. Timo gave us some discount codes when we bought some stuff, which was really cool. Just overall, it's been a really big help paying for most of the stuff, because without it, it'd be a really big project. And you know, all the effort and time. Thanks to Alex editing all the videos. Avnish just randomly showing up and as well getting videos. Just everybody that joined on this build, it's honestly great. I know the new owner is gonna love it. He's really excited. He's actually picking it up today. And I guess he's gonna enjoy it and probably modify it, hopefully do a motor swap, which is what it honestly really needs as a last step, you know, is that motor swap. The B series or K series would be great. But yeah, overall, I'm super happy. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And if you need any detailing or tinting, or you want to polish and wax, come to Inspectors Autos Details, get it.
We also do glass replacements.